Welcome back to another airport lounge walkthrough. Today we are looking at a heavyweight. I don't mean myself after binging in the lounge for 12 hours, but an actual top tier lounge. You read the title, so let's start the walkthrough of Qatar Airways first class lounge in Doha International Airport, the Al Safwa lounge. There are three entrances to this lounge. The one here is the main one. You'll see where the other two are located later. Straight ahead is the luxury duty-free shopping area. We'll take a look later also. Let's go through these sliding doors and enter the lounge. On the left side near the entrance is the business center. There are several workstations here if you need to work quietly, but honestly, the lounge is pretty quiet already. You could probably sit anywhere to work. Well, they are here anyway if you so choose to use them. Coming back to the lounge as we are approaching the main intersection. Well, the only intersection of the lounge in fact. We'll go through each one of them, so make sure not to skip ahead. And in case you're looking for that beautiful art piece, it is right here and right now. Okay, I'll stop. We're gonna start from the area straight across the entrance first. Passing the concierge desk on the right is the locker room, right here. Straight ahead and on the left is the second entrance. Nothing much to see here, so I'll just briefly mention that to you. There are three entrances in the lounge by the way. I'll show you where the last one is later. And here you will have a really good view of the airport apron. Perfect spot to do some plane spotting. Most of the plane you see here will most likely be Qatar though. And to the right is the second dining area of the lounge. This is technically the spot to order sushi, but you can order it anywhere in the lounge really. No one is gonna say no anyway. But besides sushi, there are other options that you can see first before ordering. Take a look. Coming back to the main intersection again, and straight ahead is the main entrance as you recall. We're now gonna explore the east side of the lounge. Lots of non-dining facilities are located in this section. Let's check them out. On the first right is the duty-free shop. We briefly mentioned it earlier. And to the left are the prayer rooms. Not gonna go in there to film for obvious reasons. Moving on the left you'll see some antiques on display. And opposite of it is this beautiful and impressive Cascade. You will most likely visit the second left of this hallway quite frequently, as the bedroom and the spa are located here. But let's check out the bedroom first. There are not too many of them, and it's first come first serve. But even if you couldn't get a room here, there's a backup plan which I will show you later. The rooms here all have their own shower facility, and have either 1 or 2 beds per room. No view though, but super quiet. It looks just like a hotel room, isn't it? And the bathroom isn't too shabby either. Make sure to take all those leftover toiletry. They are amazing. You really don't want them to be thrown away. Now let's check out the spa beside the rooms. In case all the rooms are full, this is where you will have your shower. As mentioned, this is a spa facility, so there are many different kinds of rooms and services available. Over here is the Zen Room. Quite interesting to see this in a spa, let alone in an airport lounge. There are also Pedicure Room, massage rooms, and other miscellaneous relaxing rooms. But the most interesting one is the Jacuzzi Room. Anyone thinking of those cabana rooms in Cathay Pacific First Class Lounge? Okay, let's head out and continue down the hallway. On the right side, you will find all sorts of family-oriented facilities. Now take note, this is also where you will find the backup sleeping area I mentioned earlier. Even though it's named the family room, but in reality, it's just another quiet area for you to lie down and sleep. If you have been to Qatar's business class lounge, the Mourjan lounge, then this should look familiar to you. If not, I'll post a link to that video in the description. There are around 10 rooms here, give or take, but they are not fully enclosed, and it's fine by me. Most of the rooms here have different layouts and are double the size as those seen in the Mourjan lounge. Heck, some of them are even bigger than my apartment. They are also first come first serve, but unlike in the business class lounge, they are relatively empty, so you could just walk straight in when you found one. Just across our more family-oriented facility, near the entrance is the Nanny Room. I've no idea how rich are these people. Even their nannies fly first class. Well, I haven't seen one yet, but I assume so. Otherwise, why would they have a nanny room here? And here's the parents' room, or nursing room if you will. Further down this hallway are the game rooms, for those who are of really young age to some really immature adults like myself. The last room here is the most interesting one, as there are multiple gaming consoles here, in case there are like 10 people all wanting to play Xbox at the same time. But the most interesting one is this racing simulator. Now that's more like it. They should have like 10 of these instead, in case 10 kids want to race at the same time. Let's finish up this section of the lounge. At the end of this hallway, you will find this interesting painting, and also the third entrance to the lounge. The two secondary entrances were set to welcome VIPs who wouldn't otherwise use the main entrance. Who knows, I'm not a VIP. And perhaps for those who are entering the airport from outside, let me know in the comments if you have any clue. As we are heading back to the intersection en route to the main dining area, let's go through the access policy. You have access if you are flying first class with Qatar Airways or with their other airline partners. Top tier One World Alliance status won't get you in though. Qatar has another lounge for you elsewhere. But if you have Qatar's own privilege club platinum status, then you have access here. Some Qatar's regional business class flights are marketed as first class though, so those passengers also have access. Lastly, if you are flying business class, you could also pay around $165 to get in. Prices may change over time, so make sure to inquire at the reception. I think the easiest way to get access is to fly Qatar's regional business class flight that is marketed as first class. You can use cash or points, both wouldn't cost an arm and a leg. Welcome back to this intersection. We will now check out the final quarter of this lounge, but before that, take a moment to admire the beauty of this art installation. To the left is the media room, or the screening room if you will. Now before we head to the dining hall, to the left there are more sitting cubicles. This is a great space if you want to relax but not in complete silence. And through these doors is yet another sitting area that feels somewhat outdoor, and often very few people are around here. If for some reason you don't want people to find you, then this would be a great hiding spot. The main entrance is right behind the partition here. If you want a shortcut to exit, then this is the spot to walk out. Finally, we are at the main dining area, lots of space in here, and a huge island bar in the center. Lots of natural light in this area with plenty of sitting options. It's impossible not to find a seat here. Unlike in the business class lounge where people often need to line up and wait for their seats, you won't have such problem here. And did I mention that you also have this beautiful view of the airport apron? Alright, it's time for me to order some food for myself. Menu is available using the QR code, and feel free to pause the video to check out the menu. It's really extensive. Coming back to this beautiful water display, I don't even know what to call it, but on the left side is the washroom, if you want to use it before you leave the lounge, which is what I'm about to do. Overall, this lounge impresses me in every possible way. Not only does it look elegant, artistic, and calming, it also looks undoubtedly first class. Some may argue that Lufthansa and Air France have better customer service in their respective first-class lounges, but a good service is a good service, and they all excelled in this. And my experience with this lounge's customer service has been excellent, to say the least. Now we still have one last section to go through, the duty-free shop that is part of this lounge. Even if you don't plan to buy anything, I certainly don't. It feels quite bougie to do some window shopping there. Let's take a look. Even though it says duty-free, but I'm sure they have marked up the prices extensively already. If you are not making all your money, like myself, then you are out of this league, and I certainly won't be joining anytime soon either. So, a common question, is it better than the Mourjan business class lounge? Well, obviously, but is it worth splurging that $160 to gain access despite already having access to the business class lounge? That depends how long you plan to stay here for. On paper, you can stay for up to 6 hours if you pay to get in, but in reality, that rule is loosely enforced. So if you have over 8 hours of layover, I think it's worth it. Otherwise, the business class lounges are pretty good already. I said lounges, as you now have 2 of them to choose from. I'll put a link to show you Qatar's 2 business class lounges, one of which is brand new in the North Terminal. Super beautiful, you have to go check it out. Alright, thanks for watching. More airport lounges and airline reviews are coming your way.